What's going on, YouTube family? This is Astinosis here, coming at you with another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we are taking on the Boss Rush LUFENIA. Now, I had already done this on stream. I'm just going to go ahead and record my own unique video for it instead of doing the highlights again. So I am going to run the same team as before. Now, I've always got my Furion, I've got Gladio, and I got Gao. Now, the fact that Furion is boosted, he has burst, he's giving everybody else that boost. Now, the other team I'm going to use might surprise you. They are full synergy, but believe it or not, this is actually harder than it seems, even with the boosted. Because, well, to a degree, they're dated, and the fucker keeps on removing buffs. So that is a glorious, glorious thing. But it will happen. The first team is basically going to knock out the first two waves. And then, from there, the final team takes over. Let's get her done. Alright, now we need to get the Beast Children buff up. To a degree, this team is kinda overkill with the off-turn damage. But you know what? Why not? Let's get that off-turn damage. And then we're gonna go ahead and get the Diabolos Blessing. Now, the second wave LUFENIA orb requires launching. Now, this team doesn't have any real true launches, but we'll be fine because of the fact that, well, they launch easily. This wave is just tanky and annoying. And that's only the thing because he doesn't have his LD buff yet. Because, you gotta start with his skill 1. All that weakness damage. Off-turn damage for days. It's unfortunate that you have to kind of pick between using a kind of crappy HP plus for Gao or ending his landslide counters. Obviously, you don't want to do that. Yeah. Okay, and then yeah, we're gonna Dawn Hammer. Now, yep. Now, my Gao doesn't have the greatest arts. I was not able to get him triple 108 CS52 star. It was, and even that was even with Mog Pass. It was kind of annoying how bad it was. Like, I ended up getting discouraged, but when he gets back with his LD boards, I will do it again. I'll get that shit back up. Okay. This ability spam. Just the way it's going to be. Then I just have to remember that Gao needs to get up certain buffs before they fall off. Alright, how are we looking on Drain Weapon here? Gotta check that. I think it's about at 2 turns. Yes, 2 turns. Right. Yeah, he's gonna have to EX. He's gonna lose his counters. That's fine. You'll find I don't really bother with the C65s because just the way this rolls out, it's not a great idea because it still uses one of those charts that you have. It still bounces off the 50, unfortunately. Alright, next turn he's gonna do a drain weapon. So many counters. Okay, and then we actually need to go ahead and use one of his abilities. And go ahead and get that impulse back up. Because even when these guys die, it still carries over to the next wave. So we're good there. Ooh. We do need a LD. Because there's way too many turns. I don't want them having that many turns without getting slapped around. Alright, and then... yeah, we're gonna landslide again. Refresh his buffs, just to get him up. We're playing it safe. Now the second wave dies quickly. Oh, and I forgot to turn that off. Right. Alright, here we go. We do need a drain weapon again, because they don't have the buff, excuse me, debuff. Alright, and... alright, now we will... yeah. And realistically, when I first did this fight and I realized that they had to be launched, it stressed me out because none of these guys are actual launchers. But the means to their launch count thing, whatever it's called, I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but it's actually not that bad. They launch very easily. Which is good, because if they didn't, that would be a problem. Right now, yeah, we're gonna EX on A. He has the most HP. Yes, the turn count's looking low, but remember, we do still have Furian's Burst, we do still have Diabolo's Summon. This team should bleed over into the next wave. Yeah, unfortunately, Gladio's debuff, or excuse me, buff is not up, so that's gonna hit a spit. Not for much though, because we're not getting broken. And you know, the team kind of plays itself to a degree. Alright, we will get that LD buff back up. I love it when my microphone is picking up my water bottle, the ice in it. Ooh, Gao's gonna have to. He's got to refresh. Let me double check that. I think he has to refresh Beast Children. Or whatever the hell that buff is called. Yeah, Beast Teachings. Alright. I only do Cat Scratch because it's the only one. Like the Life Shaver one is not as good. Just isn't. Alright, now with him, I think I can do another LD. Yep. LUFENIA Orb should come out fairly soon. There it is. And I don't want to summon until after Gladio's LD buff is gone, because otherwise it's just a waste. It's a waste of his counters. I think part of why they become so easy to launch is because they're taking so much off-turn damage. As far as I know, that all counts. Yep, see, there's one. Boom. Grease. Well, his count didn't even go up. Or go down yet. But he's already ready to launch. Alright, final 10 turns. Gladio's buff is still up. And still plenty of turns. I need to hit him harder because I need him to launch. Juicy. There is that damage reduction though, so. Oh no, Gladio moved ahead. It's okay. Huh. No launch, huh? Let me see. Should be okay. Alright, this is last counter. No launch still, huh? Okay. Might have to take a different approach here. Slightly. Mildly surprised that B still did not take any launch. But either way, Furion's gonna kill it. Because we are not messing around. Seems dangerous, doesn't it? But we are good to go. Because he's going to die in burst. Just is what it is. There he goes. He's down. And this one's going to go down too. And we're still going to have 6 turns on the final boss. And that's not even including the burst. Or excuse me, the summon. I think this run might actually be going better than my run on stream. Even if only marginally so. Let's see here. I'm summoning basically last go. Oh yeah, let's get this out there. Now gonna go ahead and refresh that buff, and then we'll have him LD on his next turn, but we're going to summon next. Alright. No, it's not gonna do much more than that cap, but yeah. Still more damage. Damn, I was hoping he would get one last EX out there. But not quite, not quite. Furion is going to take the last hit. Ooh! Got a beast raid though. That's what's up. Oh yeah! There it is. Got it down to just under 50%. Countdown appears. Now he has to take dark damage. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh my god. Okay, now let's see. We're doing plenty of dark damage, so that's all well and good. And then of course we have Pandemonium for the launches. So we're good there. This guy kind of just melts too. The unfortunate thing, however, is he removes buffs from my dudes. There's no auras on this team either, so do not forget that. Everything that they're using is just their own raw power. Not there for the damage. Even that damage is just so low, man. But it'll work. There we go. That's what I like to see. And he's got that Brave Gain Prevention up at just the right time. Oh. I should have phrased it as Leon's got the DK thing, but yeah, now see, he removed a whole bunch of buffs like a dickhead. So now we gotta bring him down a peg. A huge peg. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and Dark Cannon. Buffs, please. We will summon. All right. Here we go. And yeah, I do just kind of go with it with the LD. Realistically, I probably should have done that before summoning, but it'll be alright. Countdown returns. think he actually does more damage overall with that, with his jump. Just because he gains so much brave. Of course, Cecil with his 300 HP. Let's see. In this case, I will use some C65s. I'm not too worried about that. Suck on that, fool. He is going to remove buffs, though. Very, very soon. Let me see here. No, I need to shave that down a bit. Yep, there it is with that fucking bullshit. That's not going to break him, unfortunately. It is going to delay. And we're done. You know what? Let's launch kill his ass. Bye! Okay, so as you can see, that final round is a bit rough because of the fact that there are no auras on that team. Like, there's jack shit. So these guys are basically working with what they have, and I have perfect arts on all of them. So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, I know this was a long one. This would have been faster had it not been for, of course, you know, using a team that doesn't have any auras. Like, I obviously could have used something that would have cheesed that shit, but even then, in the end, we got it done. So, hope you guys enjoyed. This is Nasty Asty, signing off.